Hello and welcome to Ironroot Pastures. My name is Janet and we have a first generation regenerative farm in Rising Fawn, Georgia. We are really passionate about creating healthy food for our families and everybody else in our surrounding communities. So I'd like to take you on our little farm tour of our regenerative farm right here in Rising Fawn. So some of our animals are in polywire fencing. This helps keep them in. This batch right here is a lot of roosters that we are personally going to harvest for our family. They have a shelter that we made that's on skids, so we move them every couple weeks, and they have this big old patch of grass that they just forage on bugs, and then we'll pick up the portable fencing, move it down, and keep going. All of our feed that we give them is organic, non-GMO. These guys are getting soy-free, corn-free. We don't give any vaccinations as chicks or antibiotics in their feed because they're actually outside in natural elements and they're not one on top of each other getting sick. So this is just an electric fence that we turn off. It's solar charged so that we don't have to worry about electricity. It is by Premier One. I'm gonna go into this sea of roosters. Watering system. Off to the next animals. have a cross between a Mangalisa and red waddler. So the boar was a red waddler for both the Mangalisa and the Berkshire. Both of these breeds are known as the Kobe beef of pork. It is absolutely fantastic. They are also getting a corn-free, soy-free blend, organic, no antibiotics because they're outside in pasture. They get moved about every week, and they're going to be getting moved into the woods here soon just because it's pretty warm now. We have a few of the other pigs in the woods right now, which you will see in a little bit. We have fresh little piglets yesterday actually, and so these guys take about 10 months to grow out, so they'll be ready this fall, so 2024, excuse me. And they are going to be so delicious because they're foraging on roots in the pasture, grasses, on top of getting an amazing blend and of their breeds. They have a red meat, and the Mangalisa is known for the quality of lard and meat as well. So same concept of the fencing that we have with the roosters that you saw earlier. It's just a poly wire with an electric or metal wire inside, so that when I turn on the energizer, the solar energizer, this is all electrified and it's hot. It's really simple to move. The stakes come out of the ground and then they get pushed back in. And they're not super high because the pigs don't see too high because of their ears, so the fence is actually lower. And it keeps the piglets in because now they're really big, and we have a smaller fencing that you'll see with the pigs that are in the woods. Their fencing is a lot shorter and smaller boxes. The little piglets can't get out because they're really tiny. So we just turn on the fence and it's hot. Well, we thought she had 3, now she has 12. Well, we knew that pig's gonna have more than 1 placenta. We saw the placenta come out yesterday, so she has a lot more piglets. That's really exciting. Oh, that is too funny. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she had 4 more yesterday after her placenta. Okay. 4, 6, 8. 8. So we had, wow, okay. That's really exciting. So these are the Mangalises as well. Oh, hold on. Let me go get that piglet. He's out. So these piglets over here, these three, they're about a week and a half older than these, and these were just born yesterday. So you can see the size difference on how fast they grow. And the stripes are from the Mangalista. All their piglets always have little stripes on them. And then the red color is from the red waddler. And if you see little wattles on their necks, that's from them as well. About 80 acres in pasture. This is our back pasture that we are going to be stockpiling forage for the cows. We rotationally graze them, so every day they get a new paddock and they forage on all the grass and legumes that are growing. And then we have about 140 acres in the forest, so that's where we have our pasture raised and forest raised pigs. Most of the woods gets pretty rocky up top, so it's not going to be utilized for much for animals, but we do have some future plans for the back half of our property, which anyone can come and visit our farm if they'd like. And then we have some springs on our property and ponds from it. So the water that we give our animals are from the springs, and we do get them tested to make sure that there's not a lot of E. coli or no E. coli preferably. And that's why we have a tote that goes around on the back of our TV, and we go around to all the animals and give them spring water instead of city water. So we have some cool season grasses that have came up and they're dry, and now we have some summer grasses coming out. We also have some other things that are growing that preferably we would not like, but through rotational grazing and using the animals, eventually we'll open up more of the seed bank in the soil and then eliminate some of the things that we don't want in our pastures.
Got it.
Laying hens, and we have mobile shelters for them, which we move about every 2 to 3 days because they like to stay around their feeders a little bit, but they also, as you can tell, they venture off all the way around looking for all sorts of fun insects and different forages. They follow behind our cows, which are over here. We move our cows every single day into a new paddock, so they have ample amount of new grass to eat, and then after they eat all that grass, then they get moved over the next day and it's fertilized by them. Then the chickens are moved over closer to them so they eat all the maggots out of the cow patties, and then that spot has time to rest, and then we do a nice big circle. So when the cows go back to the first spot that they're in, that grass is nutrient dense from all the natural fertilizers left behind by the cows and the chickens, and it's nice and tall, and then they eat those grasses. So we made this is a Joel Salatin, one of their plans for a mobile chicken house. We actually used a boat frame because that's all we could find instead of a hay wagon frame. And we just hook it up to the tractor and move it. And then this one over here, we just put on some conduit piping, made it more of like a sled skid style. It seems to work better for the way our land is, and our like weather. We've had some really wild winds here once in a while, so that doesn't flip as easy as this one. But they both go in at night. We just close the doors, keep them away from any nighttime predators, and that's about it. Behind me are our cows. We have two different breeds. We have Jerseys, which are the brown ones, and then behind the Jerseys over the black and white ones, those are belted Galloways. They kind of look like Oreo cookies. We actually built a mobile milking parlor for our Jerseys, for the dairy cows. We were milking them in the barn, but since we're moving them every day, it was just kind of exhausting and energy. It took a lot of energy to walk them all the way back to the barn, set up lanes with the poly wire, and then walk them all the way back to their new field because we are moving them every single day. So we did a mobile milk parlor, and they just go in there, and it's great because they're not in their manure the next day, so everything's nice and clean. And then they have shade as well on top of us having a parlor. So it's pretty cool.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe button to stay connected with all of the new fun and exciting things happening at Ironroot Pastures.